friends, it's Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and it is time for a huge What's New. I am kicking myself for not putting some teasers on Facebook earlier today, but I had so much office work to get done to get ready for this. I had some great customers I hadn't seen in a while today, so I just needed to spend some time with them today, help them find exactly what they were looking for, and I just did not have all the hours in the day that I needed. And then we had customers late today, so I didn't even get to come on my normal time. But I have, so this is going to be a huge live. So I've been doing some teasers about something new that I am bringing into the store. And I know some of you saw it. I actually used it in our past 2 Facebook Lives, and nobody said anything. So I don't know if you were just afraid to spill the beans or what. But I'm going to do my huge announcement and then look for that email and pre-orders and all kinds of more information about it coming out in the next couple days. I don't have every single detail, and I don't have every single image of the items. They're working on that for me. But I'm going to tell you all about it, and hopefully we're all going to get excited together. And then 2 great orders came in today. One was Picket Fence Design, so great reorders there, some fun new stuff, and grip mats from Waffle Flowers came in too. And I didn't even think I would get mine on this order, so I'm super excited to get mine this soon because everyone else is having to wait a few weeks. So I'm so excited that mine is. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to give you the big announcement, all right? So months ago, I started seeing companies come out with glass mats, of course, then magnetic glass mats, and each one had different things that I loved and things I did not love. So I was just like, well, what if we have our own? And I did ask you guys as well, what would you love to see in a glass mat? Didn't get a lot of feedback, but that's okay. And so I put together some things that I loved about it, and I hope you love too. So here we go. All right, friends. So introducing the Doodlebug magnetic glass mat. All right, I am so excited about this. So I'm going to grab my little cheat sheet here, so I can kind of stay focused here. This one here that I have is not the biggest size. I think it is the most usable size. So this one here is 18 by 24. So it's 18 up and down and 24 long. That means, sorry, I'm grabbing cardstock here so I can show you. Grabbing some paper. All right. So if you are a scrapbooker, okay, you can work. You noticed it, but you thought it was just behind it. Oh, Diane, I was doing a little teaser, so I'm glad you noticed. All right, so for my scrapbookers, as you can see, it will fit your 2-page layout on here. And then you can put your little magnets down, whatever you want to do. I don't know if I will, with my scrapbooking, necessarily use it with the magnets. I do have my little easel that I like if I want to use something like that, but I guess what I'm showing you is you can have this on your work surface and it's not going to hinder you if you are more of a scrapbooker, just a 12 by 12 scrapbooker and then doing your double-sided layouts, okay? Oh, Donna, look at you. I love you. Seriously, you already want one. I love that. Guys, that almost brings a tear to my eye because I was so nervous about this because I'm going to be very honest. I'm doing this solo. So it's not like I'm doing it with a group of stores. I mean, this is mine. So it's got to be a good size order. And I did show one of my friends a few weeks back who is a crafter. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, a ton of us are going to need one. I'm like, I know, but I'm just so nervous. And I've been working really hard to build up some sales. That way I have a little money to make that first order. So super, super excited. But so this one here, like I said, is 18 by 24. So it's plenty big for my 12 by 12 scrapbookers and things like that. But if you're a card maker, it gives you ample work surface. So I'm going to take this back off. Okay, and we're going to go back to, I want to just talk a little bit about about it. So first of all, I have seen lots of glass mats that I love. And some are very dark. Okay. And then, especially if you're not in a well-lit room, dark absorbs the light. And so it makes it so much darker. Think about whenever you repaint a room and you do a lighter color, how much brighter it seems and bigger it feels just by doing that. So I wanted a nice bright board, but I didn't want plain white. So some of the ones I've seen have been very busy around the edges. Well, I think that, as my adult ADD and a crafter, that just, it's conflicting with what I want to work with, but I wanted some color. And I love a rainbow. I really do. Whether, it's not even a political thing by any means. I love color. I love a rainbow. I love all the things that rainbows stand for. So I wanted, wanted it to be subtle though. So I gave the company, some different ideas. I said, I want it to look like it's watercolored even. I don't want something really harsh. I said, and I'm not even for sure if I want it all over the place, but I just want this nice splash of color. So I've got a rainbow on one side. I said, now I also, because I know we like to do our inks and our paints, said I want an area where they can do it almost like a little work surface. And with this one, because it's bigger, you've got plenty of work surface and you can put your different mediums over here or along the top, really anywhere because it's white, but you've got this great blank area over here that you can smoosh your ink pads down if you want. I got so excited. I'd even grab ink pads. Let's just grab some markers from over here. Let's do that. We're going to do that. Sorry, I'm moving around too much and it says I'm losing my connection, which shouldn't matter that I'm moving around. But yes, it does sort of match the 49 and Market bags. But this way, if you want to create a palette, look, you can see the colors so well because it's white. Okay. Being glass, you can use it as a palette. You can put your inks on here. You can put your paints on here. Friends, you can put your alcohol markers on here and then just clean it up with rubbing alcohol. You can scrape it with a razor blade if you put paints and they dry on here because it's glass and it's tempered glass. Now this baby is nice and heavy and it's got little feet on the bottom, and I'm going to do this. And look, it is barely moving at all. Earlier we did it like this way. Look, you see the table moving and not the mat. So it is amazing. So you've got a great work surface over here. Then I know a lot of you like to do different angles. So whether you are trimming corners, let's say on a tag corner, whether you are doing big pieces for different bursts on a layout or on a card. So you've got different angles coming out from down here as well. Okay. You've also got a ruler all along the bottom, but because I will get to all the prices. Yes, because there's going to be different sizes. So it's got a ruler all along the bottom, but I know a lot of us watch YouTubes and classes and videos from all over the world. And we're the only country that uses inches. Everyone else does metric. So I wanted metric in here too. That way you guys could also have those measurements available. So you've got metric. And then I think one of my most favorite things is in the center. So this technically is the center. You have guides for all of your card sizes. So we've got A2, and see, I wasn't even thinking I should have. Let me grab some cards here. I'm gonna do some stuff here real quick on the fly. Okay, so this is an A2 card. So you've got a spot like right there, your guides for A2 going both ways. And then the next one is your A5. A6, and then A7, which is your 5x7. I think that's what this is. Yeah, 5x7. So then you can do your 5x7 cards, line them up on there both ways. And then there's also slimline on here too. So again, we've got A2, A6, A7, and slimline all on there as well. So just some design points that I wanted to make sure were on there. So I'm super, super excited about that. So we have our own glass mats. And then, like I said, they're magnetic too. These are not the colors of magnets. I think we're going to do purple, white, and black. I think those are the colors that we're going to order in. So we'll have magnets as well. I like that these are a little bigger. But again, any magnets will work because it's magnetic. But I do like these nice big grippy ones. Kind of hold it down really, really nice. Now, different sizes. Again, this is 18 by 24. There will also be a 13.5 by 18, a smaller 9 by 12 that I can order. And those are what I'm waiting for as far as images go. Because, you know, some of this will have to change a little bit as we change the sizing. So the company is supposed to be working on digital images of what the different sizes would look like so I can get those to you and kind of how everything will shrink down and you can see that. And then there's also a super huge one that I can order, which is 24 by 36. So it would be like this long for width and then 36 inches long. So that would pretty much be if you want to turn it into a work surface for your whole desk. I mean, that would be a big one. I think that the 18 by 24 will probably be the most common size. Now, as far as pricing, and I'm going to do an introductory price because I know, Diane, you're asking how much they will be. I don't know what my freight is going to be to get them here. And sadly, I don't want to lose money on them. So I'm going to do an introductory price, and then we may have to adjust that on our next orders, especially if Hannah didn't make any money on these. But what I'm looking at is the 9 by 12s will be $54.99. The 13.5 by 18 will be $98.99. This size here is going to be, this is going to be the one that will probably have to go up, but I think this is going to be my best seller. So this is definitely going to be the one that you're going to have the best introductory price on, and it's going to be $149.99, and then the really big one would be $243.99. Now the one thing would be is once they come in, I don't think these will qualify for free shipping, so do keep that in mind. We'll have to put shipping on there, so I've got details I got to figure out yet. So if you could do a pickup on these, or you know, we can quote shipping. That's probably going to be what we'll be doing is quoting shipping, or once I get them in, we will have an in-store price and a website price, which a lot of places do that. Just that way they'll stick some of that shipping cost into your online price. I mean, you guys have seen that before. Sometimes it's cheaper to pick it up in the store just because of how much it is to ship these guys. Because this is big, so it's already going to be oversized. And because it's got that metal underneath, they are heavy. But this size right here, introductory price is going to be $149.99. And I think they're awesome. So super excited about that. And then that leads us into the next thing I want to show you, which is the grip mats from Waffle Flower. So now, what is so cool about a glass mat? All right, so we're going to move into Waffle Flower now and new stuff from them. All right, let's see here, making sure you guys got a little bit of, I'm right underneath the light, of course, so you get a little bit of glare. I think I'm going to have to figure out something because the sky is so nice and reflective. All right, so Waffle Flower, new things we got in from Waffle Flower. We got in new stamps, some new dies, and then the grip mats. So super excited about the grip mats. First of all, we're going to start with the new postage that came in. Postage stamp line. I know we got this in as a special request. So this one here is the postage collage Christmas stencil. So it's going to do a little Christmas motif. This one is the everyday stencil. And I was hoping they would have something on the back, but they sure don't, do they? Dang it. Okay, so this gives you the look. There we go. of postcards. And this one here, so you can see how they're going to layer together, not postcard, stamps. I can find my words. Find your words, Hannah. So it's super, super cute. And then what is really fun is they also have a postage collage die. These just were released. They went out of stock and they just started shipping again. So this has been a huge seller for them. But it does all these fun little postage stamps, and they even tear apart and give you that fun little postage look. So these are super, super fun. They've got the everyday. Let me open the Christmas stencil up as well, so you guys can see that one. I'm going to try and move my whole mat over. See if we can get out of the glare of the light above. And it's really heavy, so it's hard to push. Okay. That's a little better. At least it's off to the side now and not right in where you guys want to look. Okay. All right, Christmas stencil. So the Christmas one, you see you've got a fun little deer. You've got some trees. You've got some ornaments over here. Then we've got poinsettias. Oh, here we go. It all works together. Looks like that one's going to do some poinsettias. Snow falling with your trees. Ornaments. This one here has got some flowers and some background. And then this little kind of Christmassy village look down there. I'm going to have to find some images of those for sure. Sorry about that, friends. I did not realize there was nothing on the packaging to show us what we were even doing. So that's not a great show and tell session at all, is it? All right, so we're going to push those to the side. We're going to look at some stuff that we can, oh, here's a little stamp set that goes with that. But we're going to look at some stuff that actually makes sense. Here we go. All right. So with all the fun berries and fruits and citrus stuff that's been out, and a lot of you probably have it in your stash, found these, thought they were super, super fun. So this is a stamp set, and it is called Fruit Sentiments. Thanks very much. Hey, sweetie, life is sweet, sweet on you. You're so sweet, and pucker up. This one comes as a stamp set by itself, or it comes with a stamp and die combo. Oh, and I see I've got a comment, and of course my camera is right where I can't read it. Thank you, Jennifer. I have seen the most adorable cards with those postage stamp stencils and the die. You can tell I'm a little frazzled because I couldn't even really show it to you. It's so hard to tell from the packaging what it is. So I'm definitely going to, one, have to make some samples or give them to somebody to make me some samples. And two, we will get some images of those posted for you guys up on Facebook here. Because yeah, that left a lot to be desired. You can't even tell what they are. But they are cute. I ordered extra. Like I said, they came in as a special request. And once I looked them up and saw all the fun little ideas they had posted with them, I'm like, oh, we need more for the store. These are adorable. Next up, kind of keeping with that whole fruit, this is Fruity Puns. So, excuse me, you're the zest. Have a perfect birthday. The zest is yet to come. Hope your birthday is sublime. It's your birthday. Go bananas. You are perfection. You're my jam. Thanks a bunch. There must have been a typo on this one because there's two. You're mango-nificent. Love you to your core. Loving you is easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're my main squeeze. Aren't you glad we're friends? You're one in a melon. You hold the kiwi to my heart. You're citrusly awesome. It's your birthday squeeze today. I know I missed some of those, but how fun is that set? I know Lawn Fawn has some really cute citrus stuff. This would go perfect with. I know we've gotten citrus in over the years from Spellbinders that would be super fun with. We just did that class with all the great Dress My Craft stuff that had all the citrus in it. So this would be really great there too. So fun. I need to look at the tropical kit from Waffle Flowers. Oh, making me spend my money. Yes. Yes, Monica, this is your stuff. Yes, maybe Monica needs to make me a sample. She's the reason why I ordered it all and fell in love with it all. And then there's nothing fun on the packaging for me to even show people. They can't tell. Next up, just because it was stinking cute, here's this little guy. It is called Be a Dog. There we go. Be a Dog die. So fun. Yes, there were 3 stencils, Monica. There was one more I didn't show. It was this one right here. Just the coloring stencil. So fun. All right, so we've got the dog one there. And then the rest of the order, the rest of the order is the grip mats. So grip mats came in. Grip mats are super fun. We're going to go through, trying to straighten my piles here. So we've got all different stuff with the grip mats. First of all, if you missed my post that had the little video that they did with the grip mats, let me just kind of give you the cliff notes of what grip mats are, okay? In each one, first of all, you're going to get your grip mat, and then you're going to get 2 guide sheets. They're the exact same thing, but that way you've got 2. So if you want to stick one underneath, do it right here with solid white, you can. And then you've also got one if you want to put it on the top, like if you're not using it on the bottom, you can use it on the top. Like so, okay? So those are the guides that come with it. Then your grip mat itself. So the grip mat is photopolymer. That is what our clear stamps are made of, all right? And you're going to get, there's different sizes of them. This is one of those things I'm kind of like, dang, why didn't I think about that? Well, because I'm not a stamp company and I don't have just big pieces of this laying around. Now, why is it going to be super cool to have a glass mat? I'm going to try and move over just a little bit more. Don't tip you guys over because I want to come back into the middle here. Oop, don't get seasick on me. Sorry. If you have a glass mat, any glass mat, this is great because I'm going to set this guy, line him right up in there. Okay. It's going to stick to your glass mat. All right. Sticking perfect. And now I'm going to pull out one of Monica's stencils here and show you, Monica, I hope it's okay that I'm using your stencil. I am going to show you what is so stinking cool about this, because your stuff is going to stick to it, friends. So now my stencil is stuck on there. Okay, look, it's stuck. So whenever you are creating, no more tape. You don't have to tape your stuff down anymore. How cool is that? I'm going to grab one more thing here. Okay, so let's say this is my paper. And again, because you have a glass mat underneath there, I can line it up nice and straight with my line. Then I can come in with my stencil, put it wherever I want, lay my stencil down. It's going to grip it. Look, nothing's moving because it's gripping my stencil all over here. My paper is stuck down from the mat. And let's say I just want to stencil just that little piece. Well, then I can even take, this piece here. I can take one of the carriers and I can almost like use them as masks. And now I could just color in that one spot. How fun is that? That was kind of an advanced little tutorial. But if I'm just stenciling, I can just stencil now and nothing is moving. How cool is that? So you don't have to keep taping everything. All right, I'm going to show you some different sizes. So this size here, this was the 5. It's not the smallest one. I meant to grab the smallest one first for you guys. I must have taken it out of the pile that way. All right. So this one here was the 4.75 by 6. Okay. The 4.75 by 6 is going to fit perfect in your Misties. Okay, your mini Misty. Sorry, your mini Misty. So if you have a mini Misty, friends, I want you to envision your mini Misty. I want you to take the foam out of it, and I want you to stick this in. Okay, everybody following me there? Because I don't have a mini Misty. Now, when I put my card in my mini Misty and it holds it in place, no more magnets. So this will hold your card down, no more magnets. This is going to be such a game changer. Okay. Now, as I am touching it, we all know what's going to happen. As I am stamping, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to get dirty. And you're going to clean it just like you clean your stamps. So you are going to use, you can use your chamois to wipe it off if you got a little bit of ink on it. But if it gets really dusty, dirty, you drop it, whatever, then you're just going to run it under water and use your mild soap, your Dawn. I always say, use Dawn. If it's safe enough for a duck's butt, it's going to be just fine for everything else. So then that way you can wash them off, because you can get ink on it. As you're stenciling, you can get ink on it that way. Just wipe it off. It's super awesome. I mean, of course, just wipe it off. This is the same exact material that your stamps are made from. Okay, nothing different. So you're going to clean it just like how you would clean your stamps. So super, super excited. So let me start back with my smaller size, which is where I wanted to start. Okay, so smallest size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's the smallest. So this might be like a try it size if you're not for sure if you're going to want one of these or not. I think you're going to find this might be too small, but it will be fun just for little things. And again, it's going to stick onto your glass mat. Okay, but if you don't have a glass mat, you can always line it up on here. Okay, and then you could tape those guides down. I've got it on there crooked, but you could tape this down to something too, and your item is still going to stick. So what I just grabbed was, oh, it didn't stick. I didn't push it down very good, did I? All right, so then you can put your small stuff on here, and you can ink blend your little things as well too. So you can use it for that. Gently pull that back up. Okay, so that is your littlest one. And in the video, she calls this one the, if you're skeptical, try it size. Everything is clear. I can't see mine. There we go. So there's your little ones. Okay, it will fit in your mini Misty too. It's going to have some wiggle to it though. All right, so then for your mini Misty, this is going to work as well. Okay, next size up. Okay, so there's those two. Next size up is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 is going to fit in your regular Misty. This is the one you're going to take the foam out for all of these though. This one here will have a little bit of wiggle room, but this one's going to fit into your regular Misty. So Monica, this one would probably be good for an A2 as well. You can see here with the little guides on here. Where did my little A2 card go that I had? I'm losing everything. Oh, here it is. So you can see, I'm going to take my little A2 out. You can see your little A2 would fit either way on here. And so you can especially see how nice that's going to fit into the Misty. Again, super grippy. So it's going to hold your stuff as well. So this one here is the 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. This is the one that will fit into your regular Misty. Take the foam out. The one that's going to fit perfect into the regular Misty is the 6 1/2 by 8 1/2. Let me get that one out. So many sizes. There are 6 sizes, friends. 6. So this one here will fit your A2, also a 5x7. This is going to fit into the regular Misty perfectly. And again, you're going to peel off one side. There we go. And then it will fit into your Misty. And since it fits in there perfect, you could put this on as well and stick it in there. Okay. And whenever you do that, let me show you here with your, it has a little bit of overlap on it to where it will still stick in your Misty, but you still have the guides. Okay. So again, your guide fits almost to the edge, not perfectly. So when you put it into your Misty, it is still going to grip in there. It's still going to stay, but it's only gripping with a little edge. But this is all sticky. So then your card, whenever you're stamping, will stay in place. Okay, so it will stay in place as you are stamping. Of course, if you pick it up, it's going to peel up, but it's going to stay as you're doing your stamping. Okay, it's going to grip it. You can hear it. So there's that one. From my friends that already have these in their stores, what they have been telling me is that their best sellers are the 2 sizes I just showed you, the ones that fit into the Misty. Whether you want one that has a little bit of wiggle or no wiggle at all. Okay, so those have been their 2 best sellers there. And then the biggest size, which let me show you that one next. We're going to skip one and we're going to go to the biggest size. Okay, so the biggest size is 8.5 by 8.5. I'm going to get this one out and show you kind of why this is neat. I think if you're wanting one just for a surface, not even looking at putting it into a Misty, this is what I would go with. And then if I was getting one for my stamp platform, I think that then I would go with one of those, either the 6.5 by 8.5 or the 5.5 one. But this one here, this is the biggest one. This one they did for stenciling. And I think that's what I'm most excited about. Okay, so I'm going to put this bad boy down. Okay, so now I can put my paper down. I'm going to grab a piece of paper here. Okay, I can put my paper down. I can come along with my stencil. And now I can stencil as well. Okay, so I've got lots of room here and everything is staying in place. So super, super excited about that. Now, one thing with this though, as you are, let's say you're doing stenciling paste. Sorry, you're doing stenciling paste, you're doing glitters, things like that, and you're scraping it over. It could overflow onto your grip mat. Now, if that happens, you're just going to take it off and you're going to clean it. Okay, so that's not a huge issue, but it is going to create a little bit of a mess, and you may not, it may take you a little bit to get it off of there. So what they came out with is an accessory, and it is called the stencil extender. So the stencil extender right here, this part pops out. Okay, the inside here of the stencil extender fits perfectly your A2 card. All right, I'm gonna move this. This one is a full-size card here. I don't have one cut. I'm like looking around to see if I can find one that's already cut. Okay, we're just gonna rip this real quick. Pretend it's my card front. So I'm gonna put that down, line it up. There, we got it. Then I can bring, I've got this here. Then I can bring my stencil, and to even give it a little extra oomph, it will hold your stencil just like so. So we'll hold your stencil in there. There's even, go out here, it'll do your 6x6 stencils too. So it'll lock those into place. And now whenever I put this down where I want it, that's not where I want it. There we go. Get it the way I want it. Trying to line them up. Okay, just like so. There we go. Now it gives me this extra little extender. So I have a little extra work surface as well. And it's going to grip it. And that's going to be really great, especially for like those bigger 6x6 ones. And then that way you're just stenciling the area that you want to stencil. And then once you bring your stencil brush out, everything fits into place so nicely. And again, that way, if I overwork a little bit and I get paste, if I get paint anywhere, hey Annette, it's going to go onto the extender. And again, if it goes onto your grip mat, not a big deal, but this will just help with that and then make it a little bit less of a mess for you to clean up. And look, I mean, it sticks. Now, she did say that she feels like whenever you first get them, they are super sticky. She says she feels like they're a little too sticky. After you use them a few times, that is going to reduce. Again, if it starts to lose its stickiness, what do? You're just going to wash it in the sink. Take, warm water, take your Dawn, and you're going to clean it off, and that's going to bring the stick back, okay? But she recommended just kind of taking your hands over the whole thing at first. And what that does, it just puts a little bit of your hand oils on there as well. You got it, Miss Monica. Get you that stencil extender. It just takes some of your hand oils and puts it on there so it's not as sticky. Because you saw as I was pulling it off, it does have a lot of stickiness. Now, in there as well, you have, some little masking pieces in here too. So that way when this was down and I had my stencil, if I only wanted to do that small area, I could do just that small area. So they really, thought about this extra piece that's going to come out and what they can do to use it. So that is in your stencil extender as well. I'm going to grab its packaging and put that back in there. Let's see what else it says. Waffle Flower Stencil Extender is designed to extend stencils in the popular 6x6 and 5 1/4 by 6 1/2 size to the size of 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, which allows you to use larger size paper when using the grip mat to hold your cardstock and stencil in place at the same time. So you can actually cut a bigger piece of paper then too, and then cut it down to the size that you want, which is nice. Okay. The extender features an opening window of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 for A2 cards and masks for a 4 1/4 square and a 3-inch circle, and then a little extra rectangle because that's going to be your extra piece. So why not use it? Okay. Great for partial inking, the spotlight technique, and more. And then it's great with the following grip mats: the big one, 8 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then also the 6 1/2 by 8 1/2. So there's a little bit about the stencil extender. I have no idea where my packaging went for the stencil extender. I've got a hot mess going here. Imagine that, right, friends? Okay, so stencil extender, we're just going to have to put him there. This is Monica's stencil over there, giving her that back into her packaging. And then the last size we have is a 6x6. Now, you got all these other sizes. What's so great about a 6x6? So the 6x6 was designed to go into the MISTI as well, but to use it for rotating and your stamps that you want to do as like a wreath or have that, like Concord and Ninth. I just need to use my words. Concord and Ninth has different stamps that you have to rotate your paper. Well, this allows you to just rotate the grip mat, making it super easy to use those. It's also fun that you can make different shapes. They've done a lot of samples on their video where it's got like a little arch to it, so you can repeat that arch. So it's really fun for that. So then this would go into your MISTI, and then you would just pick the whole thing up and rotate it. Okay. And then they even came out with grip mat guides to help you do that. So it helps you to make a placement guide for A2 cards, great for setting sentiments, rotation guide for square pieces of cardstock, and then you've got a radial guide in there as well. It's designed to work with the 6x6 grip mat. Super fun there. And I think I'm going to grab my notes here. So tape-free stenciling, I wanted to make sure I told you that. Clean it up with water and just mild soap. And then, of course, you can just use your chamois if you get ink on here. It's also great. So whenever you are using the one that goes in the MISTI, because it is nice and big, you can even do off-edge stamping. So for some of those really long dies that don't fit up and down, you want to stamp them across, it's totally okay if you stamp onto here. And then that way you don't have to worry about stamping into your MISTI, anything like that. So that is great. Let's see here. And again, I've put in my notes the 6.5 by 8.5. That one is going to fit perfectly into your MISTI. It's going to replace your magnets you're going to have to use because it's going to hold it into place for you beautifully and wonderfully. Then the 5.5 by 8.5, that fits into the MISTI as well, gives you just a little bit of an edge around it. I've heard that some people kind of like the fact that they have that little bit of an edge around it. So there's that one. And then the 4.75 by 6, that's the one that's going to fit into your mini MISTI. The 6x6 one is going to be used in your regular MISTI, and that one is for rotating. And I think, and then, yep. And then my favorite one is that nice big 8.5 by 8.5, which is what's on the mat right now. Because in that way you can stencil on there freely and not have to worry about anything moving. So I really, really like that. Whether you're stenciling small images, big images, and again, because you can get ink on there, it's not going to hurt it if you over ink. You're just going to clean this off like you would your stamp. Okay? Whew. All right. That was a mouthful. If you go onto the Doodlebug dish, I did post, it's been a few weeks ago. You may have to search for grip mats, but I did post a while back some of the videos that Waffle Flower did. Or you can just go onto YouTube and you could search for Waffle Flower grip mats. And then you can see the video that they had posted. And she kind of goes through each size, gives you some things that they can be used for, tips, pointers, techniques, all that fun stuff. So she's got all that on the videos as well. And I did post those, like I said, a while back. That way, because I think it's called grip mats, what size do you need? And it talks about, what what you mainly are going to use it for. Do you want it in a misty? Do you want it for stenciling? Again, they're going to fit, or they're going to stick great to your glass mats. If you don't have a glass mat, you can always tape the bottom part down to something. You can also put it into some of your non-stick media. I know I have carried before their watercolor mats. So you could put it in one of those and that'll kind of help it to not move anywhere. And then the top part will still be sticky. So, whew, all right. Questions. I'm sure I just confused you a little bit because now it's deciding what size do you want. Okay. So again, 8.5 by 8.5 is the largest. Then we move to these very similar sizes. Perfect in the Misty. A little bit of wiggle in the Misty. Perfect in your mini Misty. Just more of a little, hold it. This will be great for smaller stamping projects. This will be great for like stamping little images you've already cut out or holding them while you want to color them, things like that. And then we've got the 6x6 one as well. And then you've got your turning guide, your trio here, and then also that stencil extender. So yeehaw. Whew, okay. I'm worn out from that. And we've got one more. Hang with me here, friends. We've got one more yet. And that is our Picket Fence. Picket Fence has got some really fun stuff in there too. I know some of you had already put pre-orders in for your grip mat, so we will get those pulled for you tomorrow. Get that all taken care of. Just a little heads up, we will not have a Facebook Live tomorrow. This girl is taking a kiddo to college. So Caden is moving tomorrow to ISU. So we are moving him in tomorrow. So I won't be in at the store, but Leslie will be here. She's here tomorrow. We are open 10 to 6 tomorrow. And then on Saturday, Terry is here and we are open 10 to 3. So come see the girls this weekend. All right, so paper pouncers. We're switching gears here. Picket Fence, paper pouncers. We have restocked the white ones, and they came out with colors for fall. So we've done the rainbow set. We've got the neutral set. We had sold out of the white set, so we restocked that, and now they've got these great fall colors. So you've got a darker pink. You've got another shade of orange in here, and then you also have this great, it's kind of like a burgundy, like a Merlot color. Super pretty. So we've got the new fall pouncers and the white ones back in stock. If you missed the first video with the pouncers and you're thinking, well, what is a pouncer? It is a way to do your stenciling. Your pouncer comes in a little container like this. You just pop it open and you've got this great little, oops, get him off of there. You've got this great little spongy piece in there. And then you're going to pick up your ink and then you're just going to pounce. So on those stencils, you just pounce. And it gives you great application. I know some of you you're not great with the brushes. This is a wonderful addition to that. This is really great for really intricate stencils as well. That way your brush doesn't get underneath the stencil because you're just pouncing. Think like, I know years ago, oh my gosh, years ago, I stenciled border in one of our bedrooms in our first house. Oh my gosh, that took me forever. And I said I would never, ever, ever do it again. But when I was doing that stenciling, you didn't brush. I mean, you stippled up and down, up and down. That way you didn't work underneath the stencil because you didn't want all that smearing. So this is the same concept. You just up and down, and then that way the ink doesn't get pushed underneath that stencil. So we've got white and fall colors. They also do foils. These are the toner ones. So these are the ones you're going to use in your Mink. And I got this beautiful red in. This is called Red Flake. And then we got a gold in as well. This is called Gold Flake. They are 6 inches by 9 feet for $7.29. Got those colors in. What else is in my bag of goodies here? They've got some fun releases too. So they did these great snowflakes. This one is called Winter Snowflakes, and look how intricate they are. So pretty. So winter snowflakes. And then also, this one is another snowflake, and this one is called Lydia. Beautiful snowflake there. This one here is a fun little slimline. This one is called, it's called Oval Funhouse. This is going to be fun for your slimline. This one here. Now, Jennifer, I think it was you that was just talking about how Picket Fence, or not Picket Fence, but Waffle Flower had a fun something with drinks, I think you said. So this one here, this set may just work perfectly for what you've got. You went the red and the gold flake, you've got it. This one here is called Make It Dirty. And some of the sentiments: let the good times roll. Rum is my passion fruit. I have no idea what that, I have no idea what that even says. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but who really cares? On the rocks with salt is always a good answer. The islands are calling, or maybe it's the rum. When life gives you lemons, call me. We can spike the lemonade. Thank you for being, sweetness. Thank you for bringing sweetness into my life. Make it dirty. Cheers. Vodka called. She's bringing a friend. And you know, Lawn Fawn did that whole drink release. Super cute little cocktails. This would be perfect for all of those. So the Talk Dirty has a die set as well. Next up, let's see who that goes with. This one is called, Animal Crackers. Let me find the Animal Crackers one. Here we go. So Animal Crackers is a super cute little baby one. Animal Crackers, kind messages. We can't wait to watch you grow. You are a blessing. We heard you had a new addition. Our whole gang is rooting for your speedy, fast recovery. Hello, baby. We are here for you. What great news. So not just baby, but kind of that this is our family representation. So really cute there. And then we've also got the dies that match it. So Animal Cracker, kind messages, stamp and die. This one here is a restock. We got it in our first order and it sold out right away. Hugs and kisses. Here come oh so many birthday wishes. Nice big size stamp there. There's your A2. Great size on that. That is called Here Come Birthday Wishes. Next up, this one sold out of the last Facebook Live as well. This is called Tact versus Sarcasm. Tact is for people who are not witty enough for sarcasm. I love your strong and highly opinionated personality. Be careful when following the masses. Sometimes the M is silent. Remember, you are an adult and will be charged as one. I think I laughed at that one that last time too. I will never take your advice again. You told me to dance like no one was watching, and now I have a pending court date. You can't control who walks into your life, but you can control which window they go through. Welcome to my brain. It's called Crazy Train. Welcome to my train. It's called Crazy Train. You are always welcome here. So we've got tact versus sarcasm. We actually sold one of those right out of the box. And I sold it to an 84-year-old woman, which I thought was just the best thing ever. Next up, now this one is called Cats or Family. Cats or Family also has a die, and friends, they forgot to send the die. It was on the invoice. They charged me for it, so it is in the mail coming to us. But super, super cute. We've got these like little books piled up. You got a little cushion on top with your kitty cat there. You got 3 other cats peeking around. Whoever finds a good friend finds a home. I love you. Cats are family we choose. I like you for joining in our weirdness. Let's see. What does that one say? Read all the book, pet all the cats. There we go. I couldn't read it. It was too small for my bifocals. True friendship isn't being inseparable, it's being separated and nothing changes. Oh, good sentiment. Until one has read a book while petting a cat, one's life has not begun. Life's short, spend it with a cat. Just peeking in on you, my friend. Every day is another chance to get another cat. I love that one. Cats are like potato chips. You know this, friends. Once you have one, you cannot stop. So we've got cats are family, and it does have a die that's going to match it. Next up, we're going to do the Hey There. Hey There is a restock. We've had it before. It's coming back in. Super cute little scarecrow on here. It's time for sweaters, scarecrows, and pumpkins. Hello there. Get your fat pants ready. I love fall most of all. Could you help? I'm kind of stuck. It's fall. Hey, 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 friend. There is also a die that matches it. And by special request, there is the cutest little sample for this guy. Okay. Here's the sample card. And in the sample card, they used this super fun corn stalk dies. And she's like, I want that background. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice it because, I was just ordering off the stamp set. So we got that in. Did not have that last time. So that is new for this order. Corn stalk dies. Let's do this guy next. Here's our next sample. This is called Escape with Me. Such a beautiful stamp. Today is your day. Escape with me. Happy birthday to my old man. Thank you for being such an amazing friend. Thanks for being a great parent. Simple days are the way. Dads come in all shapes and sizes. I'm glad mom picked you. Relaxing with you is my happy place. I am blessed with you for a dad. Sometimes a day of nothing is necessary. Family is always first. And there's a little happy Father's Day there too. So this is Escape with Me. Here is a card using that one there. I am not for sure if that has a die set. Nope, that one does not have a die set that matches it. Then what else have we got in here? Our last little one that we've got. This is called Inappropriate Halloween. Being normal is vastly overrated. Watch out, my nice button is out of order. Zombies eat brains. Don't worry, you're safe. Being the family witch is a hard job, but someone had to step up and take one for the team. Oh, boo-hoo. I don't need to check my list twice. This witch gets it right the first time. Today's mood, witchy with a chance of sarcasm. I'm just here for the booze. If it fits, lace it, write it, flaunt it. It's your fault. You left me unattended during a full moon. So how cute is that? And that again is called Inappropriate Halloween. And then let's see some samples they sent. All right. So this one here, we were supposed to get this stencil back in stock. It's sold out already. So she is coming again. And then the little stamp is right here from Inappropriate Halloween. Here is one for the baby one. Cute little sample there. This they forgot to send. We've got this little Picket Fence coming. It's a slimline card or slimline die for a card. And then here's the other sample for that Hey, Hey, Hey. And you can see that fence in the background is also that fence too. So you can use it on your A2s, not just the slimline, which I thought was awesome. Okay. Whew. All right, friends. Thank you for hanging with me there. So I've still got some eyeballs left. So if you tuned in late, in the beginning, I revealed our new glass mats. So Doodlebug is doing glass mats now, magnetic glass mats. Be on the lookout for a pre-order for those because what I'm waiting for from the company is for them to send me images of what the smaller sizes are going to look like. I mean, I can visualize what the one in front of me looks like because it's kind of easy peasy, but when we shrink it down, what's it going to look like? So I'm going to get all that out to you guys, hopefully early next week. I'm not in the store tomorrow because we're taking Caden to school. So we're loading up, leaving early in the morning to get him all settled and moved in. So super, super excited about that. And then after that, we looked at the Waffle Flower grip mats. Go onto YouTube and you can kind of watch her video on there as well, where she shows you all kinds of great, tips, tricks, ideas with those grip mats. And that'll help you even more so decide what size, or maybe all the sizes, are right for you. I know we've got quite a few that were special ordered, and one girl said, just give them all to me, because I'm going to use them on Misty's. I'm going to use them in all my different stuff. So one of each size. So maybe all is what works for you as well. If not, that little bitty try it size is good, or I really like the biggest one for stenciling. So think about what you're going to use it for. Do you want it in a Misty to replace using your magnets? Okay, so then which size Misty do you have? So maybe you pick two, one for your Misty and then one for stenciling. So that might be what you go with. Pick the one that's going to fit your Misty, and then get the bigger one for stenciling. So you have a little bit more of a work surface whenever you're stenciling. And then our Picket Fence. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot. You know how Picket Fence is. They're amazing. They do their fun little gifts for us, little samples. So, let me see here. I always forget what my things are here. I'm reading my, where's my thing? All right. Well, it's not in here, and I got to pull that next week too. So anyone that spends over $30 with Picket Fence, your name goes into a drawing, first of all. So let me step back. You spend over $30 with Picket Fence, you get a free stamp set. Okay, that's what I meant to say. So here, I remember last time I said something with the pouncers, okay, which basically made it like, $30. So $30 purchase. Here is your free stamp set, which you can't read because it's backwards. Thank you for being my partner in crime. It's called Fancy Friendship. Friends are our chosen family. This day is special because of you. Thank you for all the little things. Special note, friendship is the wine of life. Friends make the world beautiful. You make my day special. And that one, you are my inspiration. So there is your stamp set if you spend over 30. Then if you buy anything at all, Picket Fence, anything at all, maybe you don't get the free stamp set. I only have 8 of those. I only send 8, so the first 8 get those. And then just anything at all. So maybe you just buy one roll of foil, okay? $7. Your name goes into a drawing, and then each month we draw from everyone that's ordered Picket Fence. It's like I lost my free. And here's your freebie this time. Isn't that awesome? It is one of the 5x7 full front shaker die sets. So that makes a full front shaker card. And then you also get the little bonus, like fern leaves in there too. So super cool. So Monica, you did the red and gold flakes. So your name is automatically going to be in next month's drawing for that die. So again, spend over 30, you're going to get the free stamp set. And if you purchase anything, your name will go in for that die that we will give away next month as well. So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. You guys have an amazing, amazing evening. If you've got any questions about the grip mats, if you've got questions about the glass mats, stick them in here. I will be on the road tomorrow, so I will have some downtime, so I can answer your questions and all that good stuff. So you can always message into the store if you don't want to put it right here on the live. But I will get those answered tomorrow, probably in the morning, and then afternoon we will be moving in. We will be unboxing, and then a very sad mom will be driving home. But that's okay. So I'm super excited for him. He cannot wait. Kyan's roommate moved in on Tuesday. Kyan was super excited to have a buddy in his room now. He's been up at Purdue for 6 weeks by himself, so he was excited. His friends are up there. They moved in this week, so he's been having a great time. It's taken him a lot longer to answer my texts now, so that means he's busy. Before I would text and he would answer right away, which is not normal for my kid, so I knew he was kind of bored. So lots of fun stuff going on this weekend, and then I will see you guys back here next week. You have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye.